Cancer. Just hearing the word can send shivers down your spine. It's a scary word, isn't it? We often associate it with big things like smoking or prolonged sun exposure. But what if I told you that there are some carcinogens that we encounter every day? Yes, you heard that right. If you're not familiar with the word carcinogen, it's something that can cause cancer. It could be in the air you breathe, a product you use regularly, or even things you eat and drink. In this video, we'll discuss 7 cancer-causing carcinogens that might be present in your daily routine. So without taking further time, let's start with number 7, old buildings. Asbestos is a mineral fiber which was once widely used in construction materials due to its heat resistance and durability. It's commonly found in some older buildings, including homes, schools, and workplaces as insulation, roofing materials, ceiling tiles, and flooring. However, during renovation or demolition, asbestos fibers can be released into the air and easily inhaled. Inhaling these fibers poses serious health risks, including lung cancer and mesothelioma, a rare cancer affecting the lining of the lungs and other organs. Despite its known dangers, asbestos is still not completely banned in many countries, so it's crucial to handle and remove it safely by trained professionals to prevent exposure and protect public health. Number 6. Radon gas. Radon is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless radioactive gas that occurs naturally from the decay of uranium in soil, rock, and water. It can seep into buildings through cracks and gaps, accumulating to potentially harmful levels indoors. Basements are particularly susceptible to radon accumulation due to their proximity to the ground. Long-term exposure to radon increases the risk of lung cancer, especially for smokers. Testing for radon levels in homes is essential to identify and mitigate risks. Simple measures like sealing cracks and installing ventilation systems can reduce radon levels and lower the risk of health problems. Number 5. Processed meat. Grabbing a cold-cut sandwich might seem like the perfect lunch choice, but those savory deli meats harbor hidden health risks. Processed meats, including deli slices, are often preserved with chemicals, such as nitrates and nitrites to prolong shelf life. Unfortunately, these additives have been linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer, likely due to the presence of such compounds used in preservation, as well as the formation of carcinogens during cooking. Being mindful of these risks and opting for fresher, less processed alternatives can help safeguard your health without sacrificing flavor. Number 4. Crispy brown foods. Crispy brown foods, while delicious, can pose a potential health risk due to the formation of carcinogens during cooking. When foods are cooked at high temperatures, the Maillard reaction can produce compounds like acrylamide and heterocyclic amines, which are known carcinogens. Research suggests that exposure to these compounds may increase the risk of cancer, as observed in studies where rats developed cancer after consuming acrylamide in their drinking water. This finding raises concerns about potential health implications for humans as well. To reduce acrylamide intake, opt for baking, roasting, or toasting foods until they reach a tan color instead of a golden or deep brown. Number 3. Household products. Formaldehyde is a colorless, strong-smelling chemical used in various household products like soaps, hair dye, glues, paints, and wooden products. While it helps preserve materials and prevent bacterial growth, prolonged exposure to formaldehyde can pose health risks. Formaldehyde has been classified as a carcinogen by organizations like the International Agency for Research on Cancer, meaning it may increase the risk of certain cancers with long-term exposure. Additionally, it's known to irritate the eyes, nose, and throat and can trigger allergic reactions in some individuals. Being aware of products containing formaldehyde and ventilating indoor spaces can help minimize exposure and promote healthier living environments. Number 2. Water bottles. Have you ever checked for a BPA-free sign on your water bottle or food container? Bisphenol A or BPA is a chemical used in plastics and resins for years. While BPA toughens plastics, it can seep into food and drinks, especially when heated. BPA mimics estrogen, a hormone, potentially raising the risk of cancers like prostate or breast cancer. That's why many companies offer BPA-free options to limit exposure. Choosing BPA-free alternatives, such as glass or stainless steel containers, reduces your risk of exposure to this potential carcinogen, safeguarding your health and well-being. Number 1. Engine exhaust. Trucks, buses, trains, and even certain cars rely on diesel fuel. However, the gas and soot emitted from diesel engine exhaust are suspected carcinogens linked to lung cancer and other cancers. Additionally, engine exhaust particles can penetrate deep into the respiratory system, causing inflammation and DNA damage, further elevating cancer risk. To minimize exposure, it's advisable to avoid idling in traffic or spending prolonged periods near diesel-run vehicles whenever possible. While these 7 carcinogens are part of our routines, it's crucial to remember that exposure doesn't equate to inevitability. Lots of things come into play, like how much you were exposed to and your genes. Nonetheless, minimizing contact with these substances is wise. Speaking of toxicity, it's not just substances. Some people in your life can be toxic too. Click the video on your screen to learn how to spot and eliminate those toxic people from your life. If you're interested in exploring more carcinogens apart from these, comment part 2 in the comments section below. If we managed to keep you hooked till now, give us a thumbs up and give that subscribe button a tickle for more insights, tips, and the coolest content. Until next time, stay connected and stay mindful. This is the Yays and Nays signing off for today.